All right. So moving on, I'll now show you the other job types. Let's say, okay, I'll quickly skip these and let's say uh, I want to cultivate the land. At the same time, I want to sow a few of these seeds. Um, uh, you know, now before starting this function, just one quick note that um, all the cattle related resources, all the crops related resources will give rather will earn higher experience points and uh, better mod money compared to other any other job types in the script or in this mod, because the ultimate goal for this mod or for this script was to for player to chase or for player to become the number one farmer uh, in uh, in the city of Los Santos. Okay, so yeah, so let's say I want to cultivate a land and I want to sow the wheat seeds. Now, again, like I won't go much in depth, but these things player will be able to explore on his own, since different seed types or different crops will earn a different XP and the money level, but at the same time will have the higher or the lower difficulties accordingly. What I mean is, let's say if I'm cultivating the land and for the crop of wheat. Okay, so for the crop of wheat, the XP generation and the money generation or the money gathering will be compared to less um, compared to let's say crops of rice or crops of wheat. But at the same time, cultivating land and sowing weed seeds will have the higher chances of AI generated attacks and AI generated competition levels. But at the same time, if player protects his land or protects the crop growth or protects everything, and in the end delivers the goods with better quality, then obviously the XP and the money generation or the XP and the money payoff would be much, much, much higher compared to all these other um, other crops or other levels. I had to make that. I had to keep that function as flexible again as possible. But these things player will be able to experience it, or rather these things. It's better like I do not explain everything in depth by words, since as they say that picture words, thousand words, and something like that. Okay, okay. Nevertheless, so let's say hypothetically, I want to cultivate wheat. So now, if I go ahead and activate that job, I won't be able to activate it, since just like any other jobs, even cultivating and sowing the wheat seeds will have the prerequisites. So as you could see that the prerequisites are mentioned below. The first one is like you will need to own the land first in order to start the harvesting job. I'm unsure about my English or my grammatical or rather the sentence construction there. And second one is the tip that land can be purchased from the property dealers by selecting their office location from menu. This feature will get auto unlocked as you progress further. So please ignore the last part. This for the demonstration purpose, I have already unlocked it. Nevertheless, and so let's see. Now let's go to the shop menu. Again, like I have to change the title of it, but shop menu for the demonstration purpose. Let's see. Okay, so currently there are like three types of shops. The first one is the tool shop. At the same time, the seeds. So basically, player will be able to purchase the tools, match it, hatch it, any other tools, and different seeds. So wheat, rice, weed, beetroot, any of the seeds. A player will be able to purchase it from the tool shop. Again, like the title, I will have to change it. Second one is the vehicle dealer. I'll show you. quite shortly. Even that. So basically, player will be able to purchase the tractor or the cultivator and delivery goods carrying truck. I'm not sure what to call it, but nevertheless, all these things from the vehicle dealer. Third one is the real estate, basically the real estate agent or real estate, or basically the land merchant. So let's see. Now, in order for us to purchase the land, I will quickly select the land merchant, and as you could see that uh, the red marker has appeared behind the player. I'll just now quickly jump into it. Okay, currently there are only like there is only one land available. So since I will have to again like make this land or make this function as dynamic as possible, I'm unsure whether am I just going to keep one single land to purchase or one single farm to purchase or multiple farms. So let's see. So okay, if so, let's say I'm going to purchase that. Oh, I'm sorry. What is it saying? You don't have money to buy this property yet. Try to performing other jobs to earn the money. How come I do not have the money? Okay. Well, my bad. I had reset it everything to zero. I forgot to add more money. Well, it's a good thing that you know the validations which you end up coding, by this means you will also need to check. You also get an opportunity to run a quick check that yes, the functions are working correctly the way I wanted them. All right, let's see. Now I'm hitting T on my keyboard, just like earlier stage. And what was the price? 60,000, right? Let's make it round off to 100,000. Okay, again, okay, before going to this place or rather before going to that marker, I won't be able to perform anything since the marker is not activated, and so are the other functions. So let's go to shop menu and real estate. Now I'll be able to perform it. Yeah. Okay. Location one and done. Perfect. Land purchased. You can now farm. Okay. Again, like that subtitle. I'm not very much sure that now you can farm or now you can do farming jobs or whatever. I'm unsure about it. Okay, let's see and try to cultivate the land for wheat seeds. Okay, now if I try to activate the job, it now quickly shows that I do not own a tractor and the cultivator yet, and buy that from the vehicle dealer first. Okay, so before that, how much money do I left with? Okay. Well, I do not have that validations there. So I have enough money left. Let's see. And shop menu and vehicle dealer. Is it marked already? Where is it marked already? Okay. It's nearby. Okay. Just to save the time, I'm just quickly teleporting myself from one place to other. Okay. All right, and now as you could see that the red marker has appeared on the screen again, just like uh, the earlier videos. Now, if I go ahead and now if I okay, perfect. Okay, now if I'm pressing E, the camera will change its location, and so will other menus or other options. Okay, so as you could see that basically this is the tractor and the cultivator. I could rotate it the way I want, just to see uh, the vehicle. Am I going to purchase? How good? How does it look? Okay, but before purchasing the tractor, I'll just quickly show you other vehicles as well. So basically, this is the delivery truck which will be useful for me to deliver the goods. Basically, once I purchase my own truck, then I don't have to pay the vendor's cut, which is up to 80% of my current goods or the revenue or the money which I'm supposed to get. of the collected goods. But since I don't own the truck, I will have to be dependent on the vendor's truck, and then the vendor's truck will, so basically vendor will charge me up to like 70% to 80%, again like on the dynamic basis. Again, like these are the things which users will be able to experience on their own. And this is like the cargo truck, basically just to transport the units into the smaller quantities. Again, like this feature is pretty much like under progress, in progress, under progress, in progress. Yeah, in progress. But yeah, that's much it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's purchase this tractor. Okay, perfect. Purchase successful. Tractor and cultivator purchased. Okay, perfect. Now, mm, so let's see. Now, if I'm going to activate this job, you will need to have at least 100 seeds of this type in order to plant the crop. Tip: seeds can be purchased from the market by selecting the shop location from menu. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the shop location and find the nearest tool shop. Where is the nearest tool shop? All right, I will just quickly teleport myself to that location. And please pardon me with the lags and with the stutterings, since my PC isn't great at recording everything at once and playing the game, of course. Okay, so let's walk into the shop and let's purchase few of the seats.
Come in, good prices.
Thank you. Okay. So as I was saying it earlier, as I said it earlier, that just like other tools, player will be able to purchase the seats, the different seats from the same menu, from the same location, from the same shop rather, not the location, but rather the shop. One thing I would like everyone to please make a note that different seats will have the different price rate up accordingly, and the price will differ as per the quantity of it. Now, let's say I want to cultivate the land and I want to sow the seeds of wheat. So now let's say like okay, so wheat's quantity, basically now wheat's price is like $1 per seed. Again, I'm not very much sure whether this is realistic or not. I just had to keep it anything, so I just kept it. But nevertheless, even like depending on, since I'm not very much aware about how the market or what are the different rates of different seeds, and it differs accordingly. Like every single country charges different prices. So please do let me know that what are the seed, or rather what are the most realistic seed charges, and so I could make the changes accordingly. So basically at this point in time, wheat seed, basically it costs like $1 for one seed. Rice seeds, again, like it's like, what is it? It's $2 for one seed. Okay. Seed as in like the quantity which I'm talking about is like one seed will consist of hundreds. Okay, basically this is the packet. So wheat, like one seed packet will consist 100 seeds. Okay, so like let's say if I'm purchasing two quantities, so basically two packs will consist of 200 seeds. Okay, is not to get confused. It's not one single seed, but it's one packet of seed. Okay. Okay, and that like beetroot will cost $3 per packet, or per like one unit or one packet of the seeds, which will contain 100 seeds. And wheat seed, again, as I was talking about, the wheat will be the most expensive one, but at the same time it will pay you off more compared to the other seed. Okay, so for the demonstration purpose, let's see. How much am I going to purchase? Let's say I'm going to purchase 100. Well, that would be way too much, but nevertheless. Okay, 100. So done. Okay, great. So now you can sow wheat crops on the land you purchased. Okay. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So before activating these jobs, I will have to select the quantity of it from the menu. Okay. Okay. So now let's go to the land, what we have purchased, and this should be somewhere around here.